So we're back on Silver Ridge Peaks again today, and I wanted to kind of just go for another pronghorn and mountain goat hunt because both of those species I've been kind of grinding for off and on probably for over a month at this point to try to get another diamond of either one of them, and I've had very little luck, but I thought we'd kind of continue going for them today, and I did bring the Camo 270 just to kind of switch it up a little bit, just because it's probably my favorite looking gun in the game. But I mean, as we're heading up here to check a pronghorn lake, definitely not bad to get a black bear respawn, because someday I'd really love to get a color phase diamond black bear for the new trophy lodge. We finally got one on the old system, and that probably wasn't even, what, 3 months, and then the new system came out, so eventually I'd like to get another one. But I did actually go for a run for both pronghorn and mountain goat before this, so I'm going to try to go to the lakes that I didn't really get to for that, and this was actually one of them, so hopefully there's going to be something around here. I think that one might be our best option. He's a 367 to 81. So if we get him, and then there's another one on the other side of the lake that I don't think should spook from this. Not quite an instant drop with a 270 unless we make a hard shot, but not too bad. And then this guy is a smaller level 3, but definitely good for respawns. Even that actually wasn't a hard shot, but got into lungs, so that'll do the job. And that guy did make gold. He's 79, so actually not by much, but pretty good size 3 then. And there were some, I guess, just hidden back there where we couldn't see. I don't want to add too much hunting pressure to this lake, but I guess we'll try to get the one with the slightly higher estimate. And that's like 250, so we'll keep that fairly high. And that'll be a third one for here. And they actually kind of died the same spot on the hillside, so that'll make it pretty easy to get across here. But 73 for that guy, and this guy I think is going to be roughly in the same area, but I think we're going to hop up to this tent next, because I know it didn't get there earlier today. And this guy is also 73, so go figure, pretty much the exact same score. So let's jump up here. A lot of times there's a decent little herd of them just drinking literally right kind of in front of us here. And today is going to be no different. I haven't actually had a big one here in a long time, and we always shoot like as many males as we can. But still, it's all like 2s and 3s, and it seemed like for a long time Silver Ridge Peaks respawns were just so good. You'd get, 4s and 5s just all the time. But maybe that wasn't like intentional, and that's been changed, or I don't really know why we never really see big ones anymore, but there is at least a decent 4 there. He's max weight estimate, but not a huge one as far as score. So let's get him. And we'll just take a bonus one since he's standing right behind him. These spots, there are so many here. These spots where like I haven't been to really since the update, I definitely want to get to. Because they did make it to where leucistic pronghorn are actually spawning properly. Oh, that's a big 4. He's not even up to diamond estimate, so I guess that's not going to be one that I really need to worry about. I'd like to get him. A lot of times they stop actually in view here, so we'll kind of wait. And now I forget what I was about to say. Oh, about the leucistics. Basically, they were spawning and looked common before, so I could have just like passed one over and maybe not shot it. It would most likely be a small one, but you never know, so I want to get to these areas where I haven't really been. And if this guy would ever stop, some of them were already, so I don't think he's going to go too much further. Just about every other one has. I gotta think we're looking at closer to 200 meters now. And he's just about to go to where we can't get a shot, but he slowed down there. Got to respot him. I guess we didn't get into a vital. I'm actually kind of curious how. I think that'll bring him down, so we'll get to go see and we'll get the respawn. But that was a dark fur type. I really wish that would have been a little bigger, because a diamond dark is something I'd really like to get. In the meantime, hopefully we can give that big guy a little bit of time to go down while we claim these two. But little silver there, and I think I saw the other one ran up this way. He actually went kind of far, because that was the one we had a good, like, steady shot at. Just kind of single lung. But I noticed that 4 has not gone down yet, and I'm kind of guessing he's maybe not going to from that shot. I know the 30-06s will bring them down with a flesh hit, but maybe the 270 is a little bit weak, so I guess the good thing is, if we can go and find him again, we can save the gold on him, but oh, he actually just died. Never mind. I guess it does kill him. I actually was kind of getting my hopes up with the idea of like getting a second shot at him and saving the gold because he's a good looking one. But he never really tried to come back and ran really far, so he would have been annoying to actually follow after anyway. But we were, oh actually, stomach. So maybe a flash hit from the 270 wouldn't be enough, but I did wonder if we were a bit far back, and honestly, had we zeroed for 300, we probably would have been good. He's a decent little 88, and I think, just because it's already 9:30 and Mountain Goat are drinking, we're just going to go over to this spot and see if we can see anything, because it's a quick spot to usually spot a couple. Ooh. That is not a dilute, that is an albino mule deer. I'm actually not 100% sure I've ever shot an albino buck. And quite honestly, I don't trust the 270 at 400 meters, so we're going to get in a little closer at least, and probably just a lot closer until we can see him again. But that would be cool. I don't know if that rack could make gold. We have a little melanistic as well. That could actually go pretty cool side by side for a while. I mean, I think he is too small to actually make gold, so I wouldn't say he's going to be like a long-term Trophy Lodge edition, but I think we're definitely going to have to find somewhere for him because that's pretty cool to see. And we got the hard shot to drop him, but even still he didn't land perfect for a screenshot. I mean, it does kind of show off the antlers nicely if you're in the front, but I just wish he wasn't just nose into the ground. But I do believe he's bigger than the little melanistic we have. He's a silver at 189, so he's a good bit below gold. But like, just a good looking young mule deer as far as the antlers go. Pretty cool. A lot of the rare mule deer I've ever had, like with the legacies, were tiny, so that is pretty neat. We'll definitely keep that and find him a place in the Trophy Lodge for now anyway. And I still want to get over to this tripod here because it's a spot that I usually kill 3 pronghorn like every time. And eventually I gotta think something good's gonna spawn there. They're kind of drinking in a weird spot today. They're like down into the reeds more because a lot of times they're up here in the open. So my tripod's a bit too close. If we back up, the reeds render out. But I think because of that, we're just going to try to take one. And clearly nothing good has spawned since the last time I did this, so we'll just try to get this guy. Well, that'll work. I think that's the longest shot we've taken on a pronghorn so far, and that's the one that we make a drop shot on. Oh, and there actually are some over here. I haven't seen them drink here before. And I don't know if I've missed that or if that's a new thing. But those we can see from the tripod. So we'll at least try to get one, if not two. These two side by side are like some of the biggest. Actually, that guy's up to 82. Let's get him with his head down because I think that's going to be a better angle. Then that is definitely going to work. First one, I don't know where he got to or if we got him. Hopefully we did. And since you're just standing there, we'll just take a third. I think we got all 3. Yeah, there's 2 different vital organ hits here, and then this is that third one that was down in a different spot, so we definitely did well there. I know we dropped the other one, the first one we shot, but there is, I think the first one, or is that the one we instant dropped? We're missing one somewhere. I think I just saw blood up behind me. So this is going to be 317 meter hard shot. That's not even really what I was after, but we'll take it. And this one I think had a chance of being gold with an estimate up to 82, and I think he might have had the right horns to make it. 73 silver, so two below. But not too bad. We got a lot of pronghorn actually in that little bit of time. And I think something is drinking over there, but just a couple of little mule deer that we'll worry about later because it's already 10:05. I think we want to get up after mountain goats, so maybe we'll start with the lakes that don't have hunting pressure. That's a nice 4 that we almost just sent running. I guess it was just down below the hill a little bit too much, so he's going to kind of wander off for a second before we get a shot here. But lately I haven't had mountain goats up on that side anymore. I don't know when that changed. It might have been the most recent update, but most of my mountain goats at this lake now have been over on this side. And that seems to be the only one. So I'm kind of guessing they haven't really respawned since I did my run earlier, but kind of just eliminates the other ones for respawns then. I can really tell I'm using a gun that's a little weaker than normal though, just like when tracking these things. Because they run a good bit further with the 270 than the 30-06, but I just think it's fun to use other weapons every now and then. But that is going to be a 100 scoring light brown. Not too bad for one that we almost didn't even see. But actually, 2 golds off that lake. That's not too bad. This guy was, what, 2.8 above? So kind of barely, but we'll take that. And I think I want to go to this spot because I always kill a bunch here. Again, it's kind of like that other pronghorn lake. Eventually, I think something good's going to spawn here. Once again, though, seems like today is not the day that something good's going to be respawning because mostly just a bunch of 3s and 1 4. So we might as well try to get the 4. And then if we can, we'll try to double and get one of these 3s as well. Because I think as long as they don't move, we can get a lung shot over top of this front one. And then if we could have gotten a shot off fast enough, we'd have been good. I think I was used to the M1 because I did try to get a shot off, but we were still working the bolt there. But I think that will work. Luckily, mountain goats are pretty slow when they run, and a lot of times they'll stop like that for us. I mean, there are more that we could try to take, but in the interest of saving time, especially since we got kind of a late start with the mountain goat hunt, I think we'll leave them and go to maybe the Sun Sisters Lake, because it's 10:30. We don't have a ton of time left, but this is what always happens at this lake. Before I can even really get to see what's here, the mountain lions in the area get them spooked. So we'll take that 3, just because we know he's decent. And from what I can tell, that might be all we're going to get here. There's this herd of females that always hangs out over on that side. But I think any of the other males already got spooked by the mountain lions, so I guess we'll just be happy with the 1, because now it's 10:45. And there's 2 lakes I still want to get to. I think we'll go here first. Ooh. That is something I've been waiting to see on my own map for over a month at this point. He's 100 to 114. I don't know if that's the max estimate for them, because I haven't seen a diamond mountain goat above 114 that I can think of. So, I mean, maybe that's just normal. Otherwise, I feel like it might be kind of low. But a lot of the stuff over here is nervous because of a mountain lion, but he might kind of stay since he's down in that corner. I'm just actually not sure there's a really great option here other than getting in like as close to 300 as we can. Because where he is, trying to like sneak into 150 is gonna be difficult, and even where we are now. So let's kind of use the map. That's 312. I think we can get that in there. Probably when his head's down. I don't know what we hit, and that kind of concerns me because he dropped, but hopefully we got into something good. And actually, I mean, if he makes it, that's kind of what I've been after, but these guys stayed, so potential bonus respawns are nice. I just really hope that this wasn't some kind of freak brain shot or something, because like I said, his head was down, and I do feel like we hit low on that one pronghorn heart shot we had at 300, so maybe we didn't aim high enough. That looks like vital blood, but I think the brain actually produces vital blood. It just doesn't count. Well, it would count as a vital organ, but basically you lose it because you shoot through the skull, so hopefully that's not what happened. He's a diamond at 108. He's actually a light brown as well, and we heart shot him at 314, so just kind of snuck it in there in front of the front leg. This, I did not even pay attention to it, but this is something that I've been trying to get. Light brown is my favorite of the fur types for mountain goat, at least of the common ones. And now we have a diamond beige, a diamond common, and a diamond light brown, so maybe I have to continue grinding and getting these respawns for a diamond white, but that's pretty cool. Actually finally got a respawn out of this. We've been doing it like on Twitch streams, and I do it at least like once or twice a week. I'll just go and shoot 20 mountain goats, 20 pronghorn, and finally something good actually came of it. So I think that's a new thing. I picked up these fresh droppings here from our mountain goat, and there's like a, I don't know if that's an octagon? You can't see it on the main map, but I think that is to indicate how fresh the track is, because I've seen it with a little circle before. I don't know what the deal is with the little octagon thing. That's kind of weird. Anyway, Little right lung shot on a bonus level 3, so I guess, like I said, at this point, maybe respawns for one more fur type on a diamond mountain goat. And just because I see it over there, that's a male. We'll try to get him, and then I think we have just enough time to go to the last lake, because it's almost 11:30, but at least the one zone here is an 11:30 zone, so if we can get down there, we should be able to get like one or two final goats. There's actually one there that didn't spook. Also a male. Not quite the drop shot I wanted, but actually not even a lung. Go figure. Better shot on the run. And now we're really sort of pushing it, because until we spend the time to claim these, we're going to actually just barely have enough time. It's 11:23. I mean, we got to be able to get one anyway. But just quickly, go figure, hard shot again. Just right sort of through the front of the chest. It's pretty much just trying to hit anything there, so that is definitely nice. But let's get up here and try to get one or two last mountain goats. At this spot, what I like to do is actually get in this tower, because it reduces the hunting pressure. I don't have to spend the money on a tripod to get it there. But it looks like they are leaving already, so I might just kind of skip the tower to try to get in position to go for a shot. They're kind of walking across there occasionally anyway. Feels slow to a walk. We'll just try to get him since he's the first one we saw. That really doesn't help us when it's for 2 seconds, but he should do it again. And if we can just launch a shot over that way, that'll get him. And there is another zone, like, right up in here somewhere. But maybe that's an 11 o'clock one and they've already left. There's another male, though. We might as well. Oh, he actually started trotting right when we shot, so that is not going to help us. But I just saw there's another. That one is not getting so lucky. This first one, actually, we hit really well. High bleed rate, so it almost had to have been double lung. I don't see much else we could have done. Just kind of perfect right behind the shoulder there at 317. I feel like that's been a common range in this hunt. I've said it 2 or 3 times now. The other one, though, he ran a little bit further. But just kind of looking at the latest harvest here, we've managed over 20 kills in this hunt. And I mean, doing that with the 270 is not bad. I think we could have done better with the M1, just with that faster follow-up, but honestly, I'm pretty happy with that, especially when we're trying to save hunting pressure in certain areas. It's been pretty good, but we'll go and get him, and then we're going to get to fill the new vacancy in the trophy lodge left by the Diamond Black that we put in the Collision multi-map with our Diamond Gray Puma from Monday's stream. And we'll kind of see how that looks. I'm wondering about really doing more pronghorn hunting to get a pronghorn opposite it, but we'll see what it looks like opposite a Diamond Whitetail, because that's what's there now. But even that was a lung shot at 340. And we'll go and take a look at how the trophy lodge is going to end up. Honestly, I think it's pretty good. Probably just going to go with like the straight up pose there, just because it kind of fills the plaque the best. But I don't know, I might still try to get a pronghorn for the opposite end, just because then it's all kind of Silver Ridge Peak stuff there. But I like that. And then we need to find somewhere for our albino mule deer. I mean, the thing is, the albino is not going to stay forever because he's not a gold, and it's the same for this melanistic. Like, I just want to get gold scoring rares or better, and I think eventually we'll manage it. So maybe we'll just take him down and put the new albino there. I think the albino's got a better rack anyway. I mean, it just looks like a good young mule deer to me. You can really see the body size on him though. Like, I feel like you can see it better than on the melanistic. He just looks a little bit, like, heavier. I don't know, I think it's a good thing. I like that, so I'll probably leave him kind of like that, looking into the door. And again, he's not going to stay forever either. Hopefully we can get a gold scoring rare mule deer. And if they're working properly, that's going to be something we go after quite a lot here. I really don't know even after Monday's stream if they are. But I'll be paying attention to the community, and if more and more level 5 diamond mule deer start getting posted, I think I'm really going to put in an effort to grind for one, and I think during that process we'll likely get some rares as well. But yeah, that was definitely cool. I mean, we killed a diamond light brown mountain goat on the content creator beta for Silver Ridge Peaks, and almost exactly 4 months later, we finally get a diamond light brown in the live game, so that's pretty dang cool. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for this video, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.